Hi friends, I have another craft for you today. Today we are making mini vases out of salt and pepper shakers. Isn't that cute? I just picked this up while I was out. I painted it. It's so cute. It doesn't take up much space. This really will only take a few minutes. So what you need is just pick up a salt and pepper shaker. Or if you already have them, you can buy them at a store if you want to. Thrift store. So I got the ones that are a little vintagey looking with the lines straight up and down. So I like, as you know, to use chalk paint. So I mixed chalk paint and some acrylic together and got this pretty color that looks kind of vintagey to me. I went ahead and painted this one so we don't have to wait for it to dry. And then I like the farmhouse look, so I'm going to distress it. You can distress it lots of ways. I am taking sandpaper, a sandpaper block, and I am scraping off the edges. So I used one coat, but you could use a couple if you want. And I just want a little bit off the edges. So since this is clear glass, the effect is kind of see-through. So I am just distressing this way. But if you don't have sandpaper or don't want to have the see-through look, one, you can leave it as it is. Paint it any color you want. Leave it as it is. Sorry about that. And that'll be beautiful. Or I want this distressed look, so I'm using sandpaper. You can also dry brush with brown or a darker paint. So I would choose a brown. I'm gonna do the tops too. Edges up here. You could just get a bristle brush, not a foam brush. Put it in some brown paint. Brush it to, kind of get it off a little bit. And dry brush. But this looks great. Looks great to me. I don't know if it's picking it up on camera, but it looks great. All right, so another option you could do is to now at this stage, you could spray it with a clear coat. I like that, or a Mod Podge. I would go with flat, not shiny, but it's your project, so you can do whatever you want to do. All right, so now all you need is some scrap picks. You could put real flowers in here. You know how the wildflowers are growing or do grow in warm weather. You could pick those off and put them in, or I have little picks laying around from other projects. Look, it may not be big enough to put in a wreath or whatever, but it's perfect for my little vase. Then you could put burlap. I'm using jute. You could use ribbon, whatever you want to use to go around this. You could put another little flower, like a baby's breath would look really cute. I had some of that. Oops. But I really like jute. Well, lousy. Let's put you back in there. All right. Then I am just going to wrap my jute around and tie a bow. But they make the cutest burlap roses or daisies. You could put one of those on there, whatever your style is. And I am going to tie a bow. Pick my front. I think I like this one. And I'm laying it flat so I can see what I'm doing. And I am literally just tying with this jute. Make my strings come down. My strings are going the wrong way. Turn it upside down and see if that'll make my strings go. Yep. Then I'm gonna make it a small bow and trim off my edges. Put my flowers back in there because they fell off while I was tying my bow. Fell out. I think I want it on the edge a little bit. And I'm gonna try to cockeye it. I got it. Trying to make it go sideways. I can always put a little dab of glue on there and put it where I want it. But there it is. Aren't they cute? They're adorable. Took us what, a couple, 3 minutes? If you don't count waiting for the paint to dry. And there you go. Little mini vase. I'm sure you could find those parts, those little supplies around your house. And that's it. We're finished for today. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you next time.